What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live stream, a late one, Friday night special, people. You know, I thought I had to come in and check in with the community today. You know, it only felt right. So, yeah, I'm here, people. And we have got some breaking news that I'm going to mention shortly as well. I'm sure most of you have seen it. I see a few of you in the comments. Big up everyone who's been showing the birthday love. Really appreciate it. As you know, I share the same birthday as one Lionel Messi, but you know, as I always say, I've got a better right foot than he has. Probably not much else, but it is what it is. Cheers to everyone, by the way. You know, you don't have to see me drinking on a stream, but it is what it is, you know. It is what it is, people. Big up to everyone. Hope you're well. And appreciate everyone tuning in. Hope you're all well. Man said you're way better than him. Hey, big up, man. Big up. Let me slow it down, man. Let me go into Granite Xhaka mode because I'm missing bare comments here. We got some good news as well, man. The transfer gods have blessed us on a good day as well. So I'm going to bring it up shortly. Most of you know about it, but I'm going to bring it up more live. Bless up, man. Bless up. Yeah, big up everyone. Big up everyone. Celebrate good times. Come on. You know what it is, people. You know what it is. Big up each and every one of it. Man said you're better at head. Yeah, exactly. I'm taller than him. Better right foot. Stronger. There's a few things Messi ain't got, man. I'm telling you. But nah, listen, man. Lionel Messi, what a great. Right, let me just get into the Arsenal news. Let's just go right in and then we'll come back to whatever else. I was just going to do a Q&A. So if you've seen the... If you've seen the thumbnail change and the title change and all of that, it is what it is. One thing I will say, Wasim, you better relax. Man called me Curtis and Ketia. Put some respect on my name, bro. I got way more natural ability than that guy. He's a tapping merchant. It is what it is. Big up Broads, man. Big up Broads. Come true. Hey, Cruz wants to come on quick before he goes to bed. So let me bring him. Nah. Oh, nah. Come. Man's king of party poppers. That. What are you saying, bro?
Good.
You want me to keep you on while I show the news?
Yeah.
Let me show the news and you give me an opinion. Stay there. Let me share the screen with the people. You know about it already, but let me show people the breaking news. So the good news, people, finally, Fabrizio Romano has just tweeted, Arsenal and Manchester City have reached a full verbal agreement today for Gabriel Jesus. Deal in place after a new meeting. Been told the fee is a guaranteed 45 million. Arsenal are now working on personal terms with Gabriel's camp. Final step to get the deal completed very soon. He's on his way to Arsenal, people. What's your initial reaction to that? Jesus to Arsenal.
I'm happy about it because I'm surprised we even got him because we didn't get Champions League and it's just. I'm surprised any players would want to come to us. It's just our history.
But what were you saying about Jesus? Is he better than Eddie and Lacazette who we had last year?
Yeah.
Better than them two,
yeah,
isn't
he's better than Lacazette. He's better than Nketiah.
And how many goals do you think he can get at Arsenal?
15, 20.
We'd take that, won't we?
Yeah, I'd take 15.
Number 9?
Yeah.
There's
no other.
So what about that celebration? If Eddie's doing it and Jesus doing it, how's that going to work?
Eddie's got to stop.
Got to stop, and he just got to... What celebration can he do now?
Don't know.
Do you want Nketiah 14 on the back of your new Arsenal shirt?
No.
No, why not?
Because he's bad.
Thierry Henry?
Yeah.
You take that one. Big up Cruz for coming on. Appreciate it. Anything else to add before you get ready for bed?
Happy birthday.
Yeah, I'll take that, bro. All the best. See you later. We'll get him on here soon as well. Right, let me get some of these comments in. Big up Wox who said, happy birthday, G. Appreciate that. Broad said, Nketiah needs to hang up, mate. Yeah, man. Put the phone down now, man. It's like them calls you get. You know when you get a random phone call? Nah, Cruz, you need to... Man's letting off party poppers on stream. You know when you get them random phone calls and man's trying to sell you something? That's what Eddie needs to relax, man. Farbo said, happy birthday, Big C, a little contribution towards your Arsenal therapy session. Yeah, man, that was a good Arsenal therapy cruise, I can't lie. You don't want Nketiah 14 on the shirt, though, man.
Nope, I don't.
Big up Alvin, man. I seen him today, man. Yeah, I went top golf with the family today. I seen him. Big up, man. Appreciate that. And thanks for looking after us while we were there, man. Appreciate it. Let me see what everyone's saying, and then we'll get back into the Jesus story. That man said, "Look upon him to win." Hey, come on, man. Hey, he's gonna be a problem when he's older. I'm telling you. Ram said, "Big up Cruz, happy birthday, Big C. I appreciate that." Man said, you're making more sense than Robbie. Hey, Robbie, man. Robbie's on that, that mountain of optimism right now. He loves it. Sheets of Metal said, good news. Making you younger on your birthday. Come on, man. It's the cocoa butter. Drink the water and that, you know what I mean? And you'll be good, people. Drink that water, though. I'm telling you, man. It's the key. What big up, Bram? He said, when is your cute kid's B-day? Hey, he's in September the 24th. So he's 10 this year as well. It's getting big, man. Getting big. Sky Blue Cruise in the build. Yeah, McClovin, the Man City fan, he just seen you wearing a blue top, man. He's trying to draw you in for Man City, bro. He's a full-time gooner, I can't lie. Mustafa said, as a Liverpool fan, I'm jealous. Wish our owners got a centre mid. Hey, listen, first of all, Mustafa, your team, I mean, Jurgen Klopp, Mo Salah, you've won the Champions League the last few years. You won the Prem. You won the domestic double. You've just signed Nunes. I'm not sure you've got anything to be jealous of at Arsenal right now. I can't lie. You're living the high life, Mustafa, so you enjoy it while you've got it. I remember when you, man, had Konchesky and Ricky Lambert and them, man. That's when you should have been saying that, you know. Nelson said, Curtis leaving his B-Day meal and drinks because I think I left the window open back in 20 minutes. Happy B-Day. Hey, big up Nelson, man. Are you, does anyone else do that? Like, I'm a man sometimes, you know. I lock the door, I'm halfway up the street, and I'm like, yo, did I lock the door or have I left that door open? And man's got to go back and double check. I don't know if that's old age kicking in, people. I can't lie. Let me see what else she's saying. Big up Alex, I appreciate that. Big up Dominic. Dan said it's a hype signing. Doesn't even score 15 at City. Won't be banging 15. The only thing I would say, doesn't start every week, you know. Doesn't start every week. It's difficult when you're a backup player to get, man said Cruz is harsher than Ke. You know, kids don't lie, people. You know, kids don't lie. They just, whatever's at the forefront of their mind, they let the clip off. And, you know, I try and say, yo, Eddie, that he's not having it. He watches, he don't rate him. Beresford, happy birthday, brother. At least your team is doing some transfer business, unlike other teams. Cough, Man United. Man United's, I don't know what, it's tough with United because he's doing what he knows, Ten Hag. He's going straight back to Ajax. And the reality is, they're not going to allow him to just buy man easily. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he's just left the club. That Anthony's a baller. He's skillful as well, man. I think United fans are going to have to be patient. Man's been on the rose word to Mickey. Hey, man, I'm telling you. Rick Ross settings, man. But, hey, enjoy, man. Yo, just a few beers for me. Couple red stripes and that, people. You know how it is. Big up Guna Legend. Thank you for becoming a member on the channel. I know I've said it this week, people. Apologies. We will do a member stream. Probably Monday. We'll get it early in the week. Obviously with Jesus and all of that business that we'll be talking. Big up David. Happy birthday, Curtis. See you net. Big up your damn self, bro. Big up Allow It, man, who said, no wonder why Arsenal posted Eddie calling someone. Well, yeah, surely they got to do a little Eddie calling Jesus when he signs the phone business. You know what I mean? People saying I missed a super chat. Where is it? I can't even see it. Have I done? Man said Latte put a big super chat in. Why can I not see it? I'm doing you dirty here, bro. Oh, there we go. Happy birthday, legend, and some more blessings. I appreciate it, man. I can't believe you put that much in. Really appreciate it. Hope to see you on the member stream on Monday as well, bro. And listen, we'll hopefully have a few better things to talk about when it comes to Arsenal. Really appreciate that, bruv. Let me go back to the screen. I was just going to do a Q&A because there was very little to talk about today. It was a quiet day, but obviously this has gone all over the place. Fabrizio, you know, here we go, business. I want to know your thoughts on it, people. How are you feeling? Arsenal and Manchester City have reached a full verbal agreement. The only thing I will say, you can't trust a verbal agreement in football. You know, what is a verbal agreement? I want paperwork. So what? Man City have said, all right, we'll take 45 million. We'll take 45 million. Cool. Maybe they've shook hands. It is only a verbal agreement, which is why on the title I put, Jesus is done. But at the same time, it's not done until it's on paper. So equally, I don't want to get too caught up in it. You know what I'm saying? It is done, but it's not done, if you know what I mean. AYM FIFA, today is the birthday of two GOATs. If you didn't know, people, today is the birthday of the one that only Lionel Messi. I've actually got the exact same date of birth as him, birthday. And yeah, man, two footballing legends, people, for different reasons. But big up Messi on his birthday, man. Josh Shaw said, big up Curtis, happy birthday, bro. Really appreciate it, bro. Thank you very much. Hit the likes, people. It's got to be comfortably 1,000 likes. Birthday settings, Jesus deal, sort of done. Not totally done. Verbal agreement is not... Listen, it's good that they've agreed on something, but at the same time, verbal agreement, it only takes a Chelsea to say, all right, we'll give you 45 million as well. You know, and it's all mad. It's all up in the air. Big up, Sebs. Hope you're well, bro. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the kind message. Sheets of Metal said, I do that when I leave my car in the parking garage. Did I lock my door? I'm telling you, as you get older, you're like, Rah, did I actually lock the door? I got to go back. I got to double check. You know, Nicholas, thank you for your donation, bro. Really appreciate that. Big up Ali Jason, who said, Big C, if we also get Martinez and Rafinha, I'd say it's one of Arsenal's best ever windows. I would agree. I think centre mid as well. Ali, for me, even if you buy Martinez, Rafinha, Jesus, and you've got, what's the guy, man? How am I forgetting? Fabio Vieira. Even if you get all of them, Granit Xhaka starts centre mid. So I don't want to see Granit Xhaka as our main pivot option next to your boy Thomas Partey, man. So I would say if you put the centre mid there on top of what you've mentioned, it's definitely one of the best windows that we've had. Graham said, happy birthday, bro. Guna since 97. Jesus is a good signing. We need more cover for left back and centre mid. We're 2 players off. Yeah. Do you know what it is with Jesus? I think Jesus is a good signing, not a great signing. But the position we're in, I would almost say it's a great signing for Arsenal in this current predicament. Because what striker would we have signed if we didn't get him? Let's be real. Like, you're going to have to go and buy an Ivan Toney or a Dominic Calvert-Lewin or someone. And those guys are not particularly great. So even though I do like Ivan Toney, but I think they would have cost more than what Jesus is costing. So I think for the situation we're in, it's a very good signing. But you have to create chances for him. Let's see. Ghosted said, my ex-wife gave me a verbal agreement. She wouldn't leave me. Them verbal agreements, man, they're not enough. I can't lie. Yo, they're not enough. Jogbino, big up yourself, bro. He said, happy birthday, bro. Really appreciate your kind donation. Hopefully I'm not missing any super chats, people. Comments are flying in. Big up each and every one of you. E. Ross said, happy birthday, bro. Big up to you in the community. Tell them, see, we want that paperwork for Jesus and that ink dry. I'm telling you, listen, verbal agreement is positive, right? I'm just not going to go as far as to say the deal is done. The deal is not done. Verbal agreement is not enough. Right, that only takes Manchester City to make a phone call and it's problems, you know, to Chelsea or to somebody else, you know. Big up KG in the chat. Make sure you go and subscribe to him. Excellent channel, Leeds United. Glad they're in the Prem. Hopefully you do us a little favour, you know. Just drop us a Rafinha, you know. We're going to speak about him later as well. Obviously, the breaking news out of Leeds today and how this possibly affects Arsenal. Kelvin Phillips has agreed, well, Manchester City have agreed a deal with Leeds to sign Phillips for, I think it's £45 million for Calvin Phillips. So because Leeds have got 45 million coming in, does that take away their maybe need or, you know, to sell Rafinha? That is the problem. Now that they've got 45 million sitting there, they might look at Rafinha and say, you know what? Maybe we need 70 million for him because we don't really want to see him go. I don't know. I think he will still leave. My opinion on Rafinha, before we get into him a little bit more and speak about him, I think he's still trying to get that Barcelona move. And that's the thing that worries me. Deco apparently is in Barcelona at the moment. Never a good sign. Shampa said 45 million for Calvin Phillips. Oh my God. Listen, Manchester City, bro. It's Manchester City. 45 million is like 15 million at Arsenal. It's peanuts. They buy prospects for 40 million. They bought Nathan Ake for 45 million. Like, Calvin Phillips, I think, is a decent centre mid. And Manchester City probably need the English quota through the door as well. So, listen, I get it. It is English tax. We know that clubs have to have English players, and he is decent. Would you look at the two English young centre midfielders, they want 90 million, 100 million for Declan Rice. You can get Phillips for 45. Still overpriced, but for Manchester City, it's peanuts. And I actually think he's a good player. I actually think he is a good player. Zach said Calvin Phillips is quality. We're going to do a bit of a Q&A as well, because there isn't a whole heap of news. I can't lie, people, apart from obviously the breaking news. They blessed me nicely, man. This news came out, like, I only listed this stream at like 9 o'clock. And look, 9:03 it came out. So they blessed me today. Jesus, I think we should be excited, but at the same time, as I've said many times, this signing can only be the start of this window. You know, Jesus by himself is not enough. You got to get somebody else in an attacking position. You got to get a midfielder. KG said Calvin was cheap because of injuries. That can be the only reason. He'll fit in well at City, as he won't have to play every game like at Leeds. Listen, he'll start 20-odd games in the, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, League, few Champions League. It's a great move for everybody, in my opinion. Man City needs somebody to come in for Fernandinho that's younger, got energy. Phillips gets an unbelievable move. He goes to the Champions, and Leeds get 45 million for a guy that's become a little bit injury prone. So Elliot said, happy birthday, Monfrey. My B-day is coming up in a couple of days. Blessings to you, bro. Make sure you jump in the chat when it's your birthday. You know, I want to wish you well on your birthday as well. Big up yourself, bro. Revolving Circus said, happy birthday, Big C. How about Lord Bentner? Listen, we need a target, man. I don't know if Bentner's the answer, though. Sheets of metal. We need proof on paper on this deal. That's the only thing. I feel like we've been negotiating this deal for months. We all know that. And if you've managed to get a deal done for Gabriel Jesus, surely the club should have been pushing for paperwork. If I've had a verbal agreement and they've shaken my hand and they've said, yeah, man, 45 million is your player. Paperwork. I want to see paperwork, bro. I'm not leaving this office until you draw up that contract. I'm going back to London knowing he's our player. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see on that one. I'm still not 100% certain, but I do think it will happen. FZ City said Sterling next. You have to wonder, are Manchester City signing an English player because an English player is leaving? That would be my suggestion with Manchester City. Sterling, heavily linked with Chelsea. Looks as if that one could happen. So we'll have to see. So we'll come back to that. Guna Legend said, check out Ornstein's tweet. Let me have a look. I'm sure there is news breaking after Fabrizio has tweeted that. There we go. There we go. Confirmed by Orny. Orny has... And he's not even crediting Fabrizio, so maybe he's got his own information. Let me share screen as well. Man said Hahn confirmed. I mean, listen, Hahn, he's a cool guy, but obviously I don't believe he's got links like that. I think he shares information that we find out from other journalists, if I'm being real. But big him up still. David Ornstein, Arsenal have reached an agreement with Manchester City to sign striker Gabriel Jesus for 45 million. Still some bits to sort, but Arsenal on course to secure the 25-year-old who also had interest from Chelsea and Tottenham, Arteta's top target. Listen, get that deal tied up, man. I don't want to hear still bits to sort out. Sort them bits out. Whatever them bits are, sort them out. I think he's won 3 Premier League titles at Manchester City. So listen, I'm happy. As Arsenal fans, this is a positive because we saw last season, man, we were signing players after the season had already started. It's mad. I want to know, let me know in the comments, how do you feel about this deal? How do you feel about it? Are you happy? Is it, somebody just says champagne. Are we popping champagne for Gabriel Jesus, or is it just a pat on the back for Edu? Yeah, man, good signing, go again. You got to get more. You got to get more than this. 4 Premier League titles, Omar said he's won. We can't complain at that. We can't complain at that. That is for sure. 4 titles. I thought it was 3. I mean, we need winners in the dressing room. I want players who've won trophies, who know what it takes to get over the line. Mel said, I'm just thankful it's not Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I did not want Dominic Calvert-Lewin. That is for sure. Me personally, I think £45 million in this market for Gabriel Jesus is a very good deal. In the striker market, it's a very good deal. We're lucky he's got a year left on his contract. He would probably cost 65 million. What I'm just intrigued to see now is, can Jesus go to the next level? I think Jesus has reached a ceiling at Manchester City. It's a case now of, can we get him to go beyond that at Arsenal by playing every week, you know? McLovin said, Curtis, respect this brother. He always scores versus Madrid and 100 points winning goals. Listen, I respect Jesus. I think Jesus is a good signing. I just want to know, can he get us that 15 to 20? That's what I need to see. Bumpy Johnson said, busting out the rum in Barbados. Big up, man. You know what? It's nice to do an evening stream because I see a lot of names in the chat that I don't see on the daily streams because of the time difference. So big up to all of you. Big up Philip, who said it's a quality signing. Taran, big up, bro. Said happy Earth Strong, big C. Appreciate it, bro. Hopefully see you in the member stream on Monday. We'll probably do it around 4 o'clock. 4:30 we'll do it. Damian said happy birthday. Hope you had a great day. Listen, we're here. We're healthy. We got our family around us. It's a blessing, man. Can't complain. Can't complain. Goat Zima, hi Curtis. Happy birthday. Are you happy with Jesus? I personally think we need another Osimhen type striker. Otherwise, we ain't getting top 4. What do you think? I look at it like this. It's, in an ideal world, I said all day long, Arsenal should have signed 2 strikers this summer. Get Jesus and get maybe more of a target man type striker. That is your plan B. I would have loved Osimhen. The problem is Napoli want 84 million. They won't negotiate. It's pay it or leave. Arsenal, they're not going to pay 45 on Jesus, then pay 84. They've already paid 30 for Vieira. They're going to have to buy a centre mid. They're trying to buy Lisandro. They're going to spend a fortune. I think the best we can hope for is get Lisandro, bring back Saliba, maybe a Tillemans, maybe Jesus, and at best a Rafinha. I think they want to sign 1 striker and a winger that scores more goals. So we'll have to see. Big up the cyclist, said happy birthday. Marty said happy birthday. C Money. Mate, rate in effect with Jesus. Mate's rates in effect with Jesus. Do you know what, though? I think it's just because he got a year left. I think even if Chelsea or Real Madrid or someone else, I still think he would have been 45 million. I just think if he had more years on his contract, you'd be talking 60 at least for a Brazilian 25-year-old. But I appreciate your super chat. A. Levan said, Big C, we have to get Rafinha in his class. We're going to talk about him shortly. Little bit of concerning news about Rafinha today, people. I can't lie, but we'll discuss it. South London's finest. Let's get it up to 48k for Big C's birthday. Smash the likes, get up to 1k. That should be light work. 2,000 of you in the chat. We're 20 subscribers away from 48k. So if you haven't subscribed already, lick down that button. Lots of stuff coming up at the moment in the pipeline. And an exciting summer ahead. I'm going to be revealing 1 or 2 things, hopefully this week, that I'm hoping that will be happening on the channel and some news that I can bring you. Exciting times, man. The channel is on the up. I really appreciate the community. As I said in the pre-recorded video I think we did yesterday, I know everybody bigs up their own community, but I honestly believe this is the best community on YouTube. The banter, the debate, it's respectful, you know, it's insightful, it's brilliant. And you know, we're going to keep building this season, people. But we need 20 more for 48k. Then hopefully we'll get another 2k before the season starts. Big up my bro Franny in the chat. Just to let you know, anybody that follows FFTV, I hope you do. You know, he's, you know, very good friend of mine. He's coming on Talk Is Cheap next week. So we've been trying to get him on for a while. Obviously now the season's finished. We've been pushing Laurie for a while to sort it. So Fran should be on. Talk is cheap. I think we record it next Thursday. So it'd be great to get Fran on. Obviously, we'll get a show done on his channel or my channel over the summer. We got to get that challenge video done as well. So yeah, man, yeah, make sure you look out for that one. Make sure you subscribe to him as well. Very good channel, and go and check out his crypto channel as well. I know he does daily videos on that. And listen, I always say it's something, even if you're not involved in it, try and learn it, because this is the way the future's going to go. And people like Fran, they know what they're talking about. Captain Uncle, love seeing my man going from car streams, getting little support, to now averaging around 2K viewers per stream. That's big. Listen, let me just take Ornstein off the stream. You know what I mean? Man's, hey, Fran's saying I'm a 48. Yo, Fran, you better relax. There's no grey in my beard yet, yeah? You relax yourself. The cocoa butter and the water's carrying me. Big up, Fran. Big up, Fran. Let me speak to Captain Uncle. Anyone out there that is thinking about starting a channel, listen, there's some of you in the chat. I've spoken to you on member streams. I've seen your comments. You know your football, right? You can... People have asked me a number of times, want to do a YouTube channel. How'd you get started? I said, listen, just get started. You learn on the job. Mikel Arteta's learning to be Arsenal manager on the job. No disrespect. Let's keep it 100. Surely you can learn how to do a YouTube channel on the job. I literally sat in my car, Europa League final, Baku. I thought, you know what? I want to put a video out. I leaned my phone on the steering wheel, press record, and did a preview. I was nervous. I was like, if you ever watch my first video back, it's a lot different to how I am now. And I'm telling you, I was deleting videos. I was like, listen to it back. No, I don't like it. Delete it. Do it again. Do it again. In the end, you realize nothing's perfect. No great camera, no great lighting. I had some little tripod that I paid £4 for from some little, furniture shop down the road. It wasn't glamorous, people. It wasn't glamorous. You saw the clock in the background. You know what I mean? Sometimes the washing was on top of the washing machine. They were humble beginnings, people. You know what I mean? I used to have the 2 Arsenal shirts hanging on some nails in the front room. It weren't all pretty, people, let me tell you. And this is why I always big up the community, because, without a community, you can't make that step forward. But anybody that's interested, and I know there are a lot of you that know your football, get involved. Go for it. That's what I would say, people. Go for it, And people will support you, and it'll build, and we go for it, So, yeah, man. Jashar said, Jesus with the iPhone 15 and Eddie with the Alcatel. I'm telling you, man. Eddie's playing snakes on the Nokia thing, man. You know what I mean? Eddie ain't got 4G, 5G, none of that. Eddie needs to stop that celebration. I can't lie. If I'm Jesus, I'm sitting in the office. I'm like, yo, Arteta, listen, I want number 9, and Eddie's got to stop doing that celebration. Eddie's got to do Alan Shearer or something. Just put one arm up, Fran said, send me the link. Come, what? Fran, come. Let's go. Fran said, send me the link. I'll send him the link. Let's go. Asher said, Donny looking waved. Bro, man's birthday, man. How you mean? Of course man's looking waved. That's the whole point. That's the whole point, people. Make sure you lick down the like button, people. Make sure you lick down the like button. 2,100 of you in the chat. Happy birthday, Uncle Bob. Quick question. Why we're not going for Gnabry instead of Rafinha? Wouldn't he be cheaper? I said this. I went on Supporters Club yesterday. I think it's out on Saturday. Saturday, is it? Saturday, Sunday. And I said the same thing, but I'm just not sure. I'm not sure if he wants to come, I'm not sure if he wants to come. That's the problem. I'm sure they would have gone for him if they could. And you wonder, is Edu just about this Brazilian link? He seems to want Brazilian players all the time. Let me just send the link to Fran, get Fran on for a bit. I can't believe Fran's up. Fran's a man that goes bed early and wakes up early as well. So I'm shocked that he's even awake right now. But big up Fran. Let's get him on. Let's get him on. Let me just send him the link quick. Where's he at? Fran. Let me send him the link. and see what he's saying. There we go. Link sent. Let me see what he's saying, people. Curtis, Curtis dropped the truth on me. I had a few feeling good. Try not to bring me down. Nah, listen, we're good, man. We're moving forward, people. We're moving forward. 1,000 likes for the birthday, man, people. That should be light work. Big up Shadows, man. Hope you're well. Man said Fran's on that Red Bull. Hey, listen, I always tell people, don't drink that Red Bull. That Red Bull is not a good drink. I can't lie. You never see me drinking Red Bull. Robert, big up Robert Peters for becoming a member. Member stream on Monday, 4:30 we'll go for. It's been a while. The news has been a little bit quiet though, Gnabry ain't Brazilian, and this seems to be the thing with Edu, man. If you ain't Brazilian, but we'll talk about Rafinha shortly as well. Late night, sure. Yeah, man. Do you know what? Anyone who remembers when I first started streaming, I used to stream at 10 o'clock at night. Because my channel was new, I was looking for a gap, and I was thinking, yo, man, I need to. All these big hitters were going on before me, and I thought, right, he goes on in the morning, he's on in the afternoon, he's on in the. So I'm just gonna go on last in the evening. I used to stream at 10 o'clock at night back in the day, people, 10:30, trying to avoid the traffic. You know what I mean? When my channel was a tiny channel. Luca, just want to say, Luca, right? Big up yourself. I see you message me all the time. I'm going to get back to you, right? I know you've got a channel, and I will try and come on your channel at some point. So big up. I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you because I see your message a lot. So big up, Luca. I appreciate the birthday message. Keep doing your thing as well. And yeah, man. Big up Fogger in the chat as well. Big up your damn self. The legend that is Fogger in the chat. 25th of May, we knew the Jesus links were legit light work. When do Arsenal ever make a transfer look light work, though, man? You know what I mean? They've been trying to do this deal for 3-4 months. But it is what it is, as long as we get it over the line. I'm happy with it. You got to be happy with it. Anyone that's just tuned in, breaking news. David Ornstein, Fabrizio Romano, everybody's confirmed. Arsenal and Manchester City have agreed a deal to sign Gabriel Jesus for £45 million. Yeah, man said Fran fell asleep. I can't lie, I've sent it him and it's on one tick. Man's fell asleep and turned his phone off. Oh dear. Fabrizio Romano confirmed it. Just for anybody that's just tuned in, people, Arsenal and Manchester City have reached full verbal agreement today for Gabriel Jesus. Deal in place after new meeting. Guaranteed fee is 45 million. Arsenal are working on personal terms. Final step to get the deal completed. Positive, quality, it's early. You will hopefully see him on tour. Deal being done. The only thing I would say, the only slight little negative is verbal agreement. That's my only thing. Verbal agreements are not, I need the contract written, pen, paper. Make sure you got that deal locked off, right? I don't want to hear verbal agreement. I want to see paperwork, yeah? Simple as that. I missed a super chat. Apologies, Robert Peters. Did I click it? No, I don't think I did. You're going to have to bear with me here, people. It's been a long day. I've been celebrating all day. Robert said, happy birthday, big man. Thanks for a great year and keep up. Listen, I honestly got to say this. And, sometimes I go on and on and on. Genuinely, coming on the streams with this community, it doesn't feel like any kind of work. I'm just chilling with the community. Man saying only Curtis would drink beer from a wine glass. Yo, I can't lie, people, I know as you get older and more sophisticated, I'm supposed to be drinking red wine and, smelling. And how it is with them wine drinkers. Listen, man, I don't like wine. I can't lie. I'm not a fan of wine. Man's drinking Red Stripe out of a wine glass, bro. You know what I mean? You can take the boy out the ghetto. You can't take the ghetto out the boy. It is what it is, people. All right, Fran's in the building. He's woke up. I can't believe he's awake this late. Let me get him on. Let me just put the echo thing on so the mic echo. Let's get Fran in the building. Yo.
What's happening, man? Yeah, listen, the only reason I'm up is because it's your birthday. I'm celebrating. Glass of water, bro. I'm celebrating.
I thought you was going to have a cup of cocoa. I thought you'd have the slippers on.
Listen, the pipe. I just had to take my pajamas off.
What's happening, bro? What's happening?
I'm all good, mate. I'm all good.
What are you saying? Yeah, the good. Listen, we can't compare. You know what it's like as you get older, man. It's a bit more calm in it, and a meal with the
Yeah.
family.
This is a
You
night
know,
out. This is why I've come out tonight. This is our night out.
no, Fran. We're in the nightclub right now.
This
This
is
is
our
on,
night out. People, don't get it twisted. This is the only time me and Curtis get out, bro.
bro. We're in the nightclub right now on a stream at 10 o'clock. It's late.
10 o'clock, bro. That's it. I might put
You know,
my
during
headphones on for some tunes
lockdown.
in that, innit?
During lockdown, they were doing them silent discos where you put the headphones on and you just, man was just in the street. This is the rave right now. I can't lie.
Oh.
But
What's happening then? I'm not seeing any news. I've just seen you talking about it now, yeah?
Yeah. Well, Fabrizio and them have tweeted 45 million. So I wanted to get your thoughts on it. I mean, I think you're similar to me. Like, Jesus initially, I was a little bit like, it's a good signing. It doesn't excite me massively.
Yeah.
But then when we missed out on Champions League, I was like, you know what, bro? Beggars can't be choosers right now. We probably got to take Jesus and be happy with it.
Yeah, I'm the same in it. I think, listen, he's better than what we've got by an absolute mile.
Yeah.
My only concern is I've seen something today, actually, that could be the only centre forward they're going to go for if they get him. That concerns me a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if that is the case, surely not. And obviously Eddie Nketiah is going to be your number 2. So, interesting. But listen, we need to get him in. If you get Rafinha's in, that's some good business for me. And if you just get one more in, Tillemans looks like it's gone a little bit quiet, but you never know.
Yeah.
But listen, I think if you get those 2 in, you can't complain. I don't think many people can complain if you get those 2 in. Step in the right direction. So, yeah, I'll be happy with those 2. Got to be honest, I'd be happy.
What do you think about 45 mil? Is that a good price in this market, or is it? What do you think?
Standard 45. What 2025 now is for a bog standard player, isn't it?
Yeah.
20-25 mil, and you're getting a straight bog average player. So for 45 mil, I think it's all right. I've got to be honest.
Yeah.
Got to be honest. Considering you paid 50 million for Ben White and all these people, you know what I mean? Willock went for just over 20 million, or he's streets ahead of these players. So I think 45 is not bad. I know he's only got a year left. Is that right?
He's got a year left, yeah.
So that's why. That's probably what people will be thinking. Wait a minute, he's got a year left and you're playing 45. But listen, there's going to be brown envelopes left, right, and centre around the old Spanish table, isn't there? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But again, it's coming from Man City. You're going to have to pay a premium.
Yeah.
A few people saying when you look at Basuma looks like an absolute bargain in this window. But different situations, different clubs you're dealing with. You know, Brighton, they're going to they need to get some money in. They're probably replacing with 2 players. Man City is completely different. So, yeah, I think for me, I'll be happy with that. By the way, I'm not overly convinced with him. I don't think he's going to be the one that takes us and challenges the other 3, but he's better than what we've got. 100%.
Yeah. Listen, I'm like you. I think we should have signed 2 strikers and Eddie should have been number 3. But I think because they've put so much wages into Eddie and probably guaranteed him that he's going to be second choice. So it's one of them. I think often what we want and what Arsenal do, it doesn't align very often. But, you know what I mean? I do have to give them some credit. Like, they've signed this boy Vieira. I don't know much about him. But Jesus, they've got him in early. You know, Man United, Chelsea, teams like they haven't signed 1 player yet. So
yeah, the reason the good thing is with Jesus, he's going to be coming and he's going to feel like the main man.
Yeah,
you know that's vital when a player's coming in the door. When a player's coming in the door and he's like, I'm the main man, so I'm going to be number 1. That automatically gives him another 10-15% in confidence than other players. How he responds to that, you know, only time will tell. But that's the difference. When Spurs go in for him, he's questioning Harry Kane, I'm never playing in front of him. Song, I'm never playing in front of him. Kulusevski, I ain't playing in front of him. Chelsea, rotation left, right, and centre. So for him, for his career, Arsenal is by far the best move if he wants to stay in England, because he's going to be the main man. How he deals with that pressure, I don't know, but he plays for Brazil. These men can deal with pressure. So I think it's a very, very good signing. I'm happy with it. Do want to see 1 more, but listen, he's going to get us more goals than we got last year. I'd be very surprised if he didn't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. A lot of people saying about Calvin Phillips. What do you make of that one? 45 million to City.
I think it's a great move for him and for City. I think they'll make Calvin Phillips look like an 80, 90 million pound player if he
Yeah.
listens. Do you know what I mean? Imagine him in that midfield because he can zing a ball. He can proper zing a ball. He can pass a ball. Yeah, I think that's a good move. He's a good player. I remember seeing him in the Leeds. I think he was 16 and he was playing under 21s, and I was like, "Jeez, this player's he's going to be a player." You just knew from the first time you see him at like 16. But yeah, good move. Good move. I think he's going to be. Listen, if you don't improve at Man City, there's a problem.
There is a problem.
There's a problem if you don't improve at Man City. But how's he going to respond to the pressure? Jack Grealish just took him a year. I think Jack Grealish will be a lot better this year than this season than last season. But it does take him a while. Rodri was another one, poor when he first went. You got to get used to the way Pep plays.
Yeah. It's not easy.
It's not easy. So
Diallo here. I mean, for anybody that watches this channel on a regular basis, like I'm hovering over the timeout button, despite the fact it's a super chat.
Yeah.
I said, Curtis,
He's buttered you up, mate. Diallo has buttered you up. You can't bomb him out now with that super chat.
Diallo's paid £2 to let off the clip. But I'm not happy with that. Yo, man said, let's face it. For anybody that's listening, Diallo said, Curtis, let's face it, Jesus is better than Aubameyang. I mean, listen, even though Jesus is coming to Arsenal, I'm supposed to cap. Nah, not right now, bro. He's got, he ain't never scored 20 goals in the Premier League season. So I think you need to relax.
He's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Work to do, man.
You need to relax with that one.
Can't time him out, though. It's a good tactic, man. Sweet you up, butter you up, man.
Give me a little £2, you know what I mean? But then let off the clip as well, you know. He needs to relax. I can't lie. You can't slander Aubameyang on this channel. Oh dear. Mate. What do you think about this one though? Like Football Value saying Jesus is better in the Mikel Arteta system than Aubameyang in terms of the pressing forward and that.
100%. Good point. We've seen that Aubameyang wasn't really. Aubameyang plays one type of way, like players do, don't they? It's very hard to adapt if you've been playing away for 10, 15 years and then another manager comes in and they want you to play out of position you're not familiar with, or even sometimes you're on that side of the pitch, but you're asking you to do a different role. Aubameyang clearly did not buy into what Arteta wants him to do, and that's why he's very particular on the players that he goes for. Yeah. This Vieira kid, it ain't cheap, by the way. If you think about it, it's 30, 35 million for a kid who's not even got an international cap. Yeah, again, brand envelopes, but this kid could be gone. He could be decent. Like when we never heard of Kante, we never heard of Mahrez, we never heard of Bowen. When Bowen starts at Hereford, no one heard of Vardy unless you played conference, like you played against them and things like that. So you got to take these risks. What I like about it is we've took the risk on some players last year, Tavares and players like that. We've kind of known fish out of water at times. Now we've added. We're going for players who are established in the Premier League, internationals, World Cups. They know the pressure. So hopefully they can come in and lead the lead. So it takes the pressure off of Ødegaard. It takes the pressure off Saka. It takes the pressure off these players now. And you probably see these players step up because a Rafinha, if we get Rafinha, a Jesus, a Vieira and that, their level's going to go at 10, 15%. Listen, will we be able to challenge the other big dogs when they obviously get their squads together? Only time will tell. But we'll have a better squad than we did last year. Doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to do better than last year because everybody else, but we'll have a better squad. And I think we'll get more enjoyment out of this season than last season. I've got to be honest. Yeah,
I agree. I mean, Diallo, you've rectified yourself a little bit here. I can't lie, but because you was on the ropes. Yeah, man said, I'm not talking as a striker, purely as a footballer. In our style of play, Jesus is better all round. Also, don't time me out, please. Happy birthday. But listen, it's all love, man. I was a bit thrown when you said he's better than Oba, but I don't think he's a better striker than Aubameyang. I think what Mikel Arteta wants from his striker, he will get more of that from Jesus. He wants a guy that presses, can link up plays, a bit more selfless.
It's a tough role. I think that's a really tough centre forward role. Like, because you've got to be unselfish, you've got to do the graveyard shift, and you've got to score goals. That's a tough position. I think Arteta will learn from last year that maybe his forwards can't do as much as what he wanted them to do. because
Yeah.
he finished Lacazette. Lacazette looks older than me. He's finished. He's finished.
Hey, he looks a bit like you as well, to be fair. Franazette, mate. Franazette.
Franazette, you know. He's finished. So that role, you can't come too deep. Do you know what I mean? Can't come too deep because we didn't have the players. Like when Kane comes deep, they've got other players who can do that. We don't have that. So as soon as the centre forward comes too deep, we ain't scoring a goal. So we really need to get that final third flowing. That 100%. Final third, if we can get the Ødegaard and Vieira and Partey fit, and then it can click. If it clicks from the midfield to the front three, then it's going to see some decent football. I believe anyway. Do you know what I
mean? For me, I think the problem still with Arsenal is the midfield. Obviously, like you were saying, Tielemans, I think for me, whether it's him or somebody else, I think if you start next season with Xhaka next to Partey, you've got a problem. Thomas Partey at the moment, listen, I'm a big fan of him. We haven't had 30 league games out of him yet in a season.
Yeah.
And Xhaka, I mean, you know my opinions on Granit Xhaka. I mean, surely
he'll still be here? I think he'll still be here.
I think he'll still be here. I don't know how, but he just survives every year. Let me just read this out quick, Ryan. Last King, he's coming with smoke. It's a bit late for this, but hey, if Jesus comes to Arsenal, he'll never win the league again. I mean, there's just no need for that. You know what I mean?
Because you want to agree with him, but you can.
like in my head, I'm nodding, but I'm like, yo, bro, there's just no need. Like you're stating. Listen, maybe Kroenke sells in 3 years. You never know, man. But go easy on us, man. Guna Sever said, big up Curtis, happy birthday. I'm the only one that thinks a Partey Tielemans pivot would still be a little too slow in the middle of the pot. I mean, I said this the other day. I don't think Tielemans is the ideal partner for Thomas Partey, but I would take him because he's better than what we've got. I know you've mentioned players like Ruben Neves and that before.
Yeah.
How good do you think Tielemans is? He had a pretty poor season by his standards.
He had a poor season last year. Don't know why. Could be anything, couldn't it? He could have split up his misses. He might have more than one misses. We don't know, do we? You know what I mean? People lose the boil when it's football. You know how it goes.
You're right.
And then he had problems. You know, Leicester were poor. You don't really know, but he's a baller. Like he's a proper baller. But like you say, when Partey's fit though, he's mobile. He gets around the pitch. It just takes his passing's not great, is it? And I think that's why we need a passer next to him. You know what I mean? Partey does it. He'll break the lines once, and then he gets ahead of himself, and then he just kicks it out of play. Like just kicks it out of play. So I like that too. I'm surprised that we have not gone out and brought two midfielders, solid not solid as in get your foot in, proper established midfielders who always want the ball. Because that's what Ødegaard always wants the ball, and then he goes missing, and he's lightweight. But you know me, the ball does the work. So if you've got ball players, doesn't matter who. That's why you got Bernardo Silva. You've got small players. The best players in the world are 5'8", 5'7", 5'8", whatever they are.
Technicians, innit?
Because they're technicians. They just move the ball. And I've always said it's not the player that beats the man. It's the ball that beats the man. So if you've got people who are always good on the ball, you're going to be all right. So Partey adds that little bit of, he's the kind of the strength-wise, the boss man, and he's decent enough on the ball. But I think you need a proper technician in there who's used to the Premier League pace. And that's why I think Tielemans and Neves, it's not guaranteed that, Awar or anyone like that would do well because they've never played in this country. Now, we know that Grimaresh would have done well because all of a sudden he's shown it at Newcastle. He's shown that fight. He's shown that enthusiasm. He's shown that hunger. He wants to prove a point. So I just hope we bring one more in because that Xhaka, games are won and lost in midfield.
Of course.
That's where that's the next level. Games are run from midfield. And we know Ødegaard can go missing. We know Xhaka and Partey. There's no one getting on the ball. People go hiding. So I definitely think we need a proper ball playing midfielder. Someone who gets on the ball and proper. It's beautiful. Just purest footballer.
Just move
Let's
the
hope
ball.
that Vieira's got a bit. For that price, I'm expecting him to want the ball a lot anyway.
I saw a report the other day from a Spanish journalist, and he was talking about Partey, and he said, at Atletico, they allowed him to go hunting, use his physique, drive through midfield. But he had technicians all around him. So the ball playing responsibility wasn't on him.
Right.
And he's like at Arsenal, you're almost asking him to dictate play, and that's not his strength. So
I don't think he's good enough to do that, is he? We've
nah,
seen him, and every so often he'll break the lines, but he doesn't go off the back foot, take it off the back foot and start zinging 50, 60-yard balls like Kelvin Phillips, Gerrard style, Ward-Prowse style. Those types of players just sit in front of the back four and just control the game. Modric at times, normally when you get older, because you understand the game a lot more. We've asked Partey to do that role, I think, too much.
Yeah.
Because he's the best midfielder. We've asked him to do that too much. You put Ødegaard in there, he would like that, but he gets overran.
Yeah.
You need him as far up the pitch as possible. So that's why I think a Neves and a Tillemans, and I'm sure they've inquired about these types of players, but whether you can get them over the line, it's complicated. It's complicated.
Yeah. You know what, Fran? Because I wanted to ask you just quickly about Jesus as well. Like,
yeah.
Do you think that he's coming to Arsenal for the right reasons? Do you think he's coming here because he's thinking, do you know what? I want to be the main man. I'm going to prove to people that I can score goals and I want to be in that Brazil squad. Or is he thinking, because there's rumors now that he was on 90 grand at City, we're giving him 200. So he's more than doubling. Is it another, because people say, Partey tripled his wage, it was a finance. How do you think Jesus is feeling coming to us? Is he motivated or is it financial? Is it comfortable?
Well, I think obviously the finance is going to make a big difference. Of course, we know that. Is he worth 200 grand a week in today's market? The way football is, it sounds crazy. I'm not sure. When you look around at other players, is he worth 200 grand a week? But then, especially when he's got a year left, but he's using the situation again in his agent, the desperate, the partnership, the friendship, whatever that they've got. But I also do think that he wants to prove a point. He wants to play football. You can see he's happy when he plays football. He's got a smile on his face. He's not a miserable striker, like a Martial or a Richarlison. He's not got that miserable. He wants to play football. Of course, he wants to play. So I do think it's that you're going to be the main man. You're going to be the main man, and I'm going to give you 200 grand. He's always going to help. Do you know what I mean?
Of course,
AC Milan, interested. Was he going to be the main man? I doubt it. Any of the Spanish clubs. I mean, the Real Madrid presidents came out and said Haaland was not going to be the main man if he signed. I mean, whether he's just saying that, I find that crazy, but still got Benzema who can bag goals. So there's reasons why these players only go to certain football clubs. And Arsenal is the best fit for him at this stage of his career, I think.
Agreed.
So I think it's a mixture of both, to be honest, Kurt. I've got to be honest.
Yeah. No, I agree. Diallo's back again. Let's see what he said. I missed
He's flying in. He's got more P's.
He's flying in. Diallo.
Birthday, bro.
Jesus knows our strengths and our defects. He's always ready to care for us, to heal the wounds of ours with the abundance of his grace. The Pope, that man's coming in with some righteous words, fam.
Big super
switched up. You revived yourself, bro. You know what I mean? You was hovering over timeout 10 minutes ago. Now you're leading the way, man. Eros said, do you still both trust the process? I mean, for me, I'm going to let you answer, but for me, I've never trusted it, but I'm just hoping. It's hope. That's all I say. It's hope.
It's hope. I'm going to bring my philosophy side out of it. As you know, daily Stoke people, get your daily Stoke in the morning. All right.
Get it out.
The process is part of everything, isn't it? You've got to do daily habits for the process and not think about the bigger picture while you're doing the small picture. So I have to believe in what he's saying. Do I think he's the right man for that? Probably yes, because what other manager is going to do what he's doing? He's going to deal with these players, and there's not many, is there? So I think he's the fit for the Kroenkes and the fit for Arsenal at the moment. Do I trust what they're trying to do? I don't think it's going to get us where we need to get to. I think everyone else will figure it out. But the only way you get to compete with the top four, if you don't want to throw crazy money out, is this process. So I get it. Do I think it's going to work? Listen, it's a flip of a coin, in it, heads or tails. I don't really know. It's football. It's football.
I'll show you something. If ever a picture told a story, right? This is last season. This is the shirt that got slightly.
That's the famous. That's the famous shirt.
That's the. Do you know what I did today, people? Do you know what I did
brought
today?
A new one. You're not going to rip that. Is that one easy to rip?
Oh,
this one's got a collar and a button on it. Do you know what I did?
Mate, that's coming off.
No,
December,
it's
that's
not.
coming off.
You know what I did, Fran? I did the cardinal sin. I said to myself when this came out, I said, it's got a collar on it. It's old school. I'm not getting it. And do you know what I did? I went in a shop and I tried it on. I looked at it, I thought, let me just try it on. And I try. You know, once you've tried it on, you're finished.
Yeah, you feel like you're playing, innit? You thought you was playing again. You thought you signed.
I'm playing. First game of the season, Palace away.
Yeah.
You
thought Arteta was going to walk in the club shop.
Bro, do you know what? And you know, yeah, South London Finest is on to me because I've been balling Cronke out and man's bought the shirt. It is what it is, people.
Shameless. You are shameless.
You know me, I'm shameless in 4K. I don't hide from
shameless.
Does anybody else?
No more merch. Let's get the Cronkes out.
Let them go. You know, season tickets been renewed. Home shirts been bought. Hey, Lisa, you know, I tell you the truth. Do you ever walk around your house? I want to ask everyone in the comments and I want to ask you this. Do you ever just like walk around your house and just take a free kick? The ball ain't there, you know, but like the cupboard all of a sudden looks like the Wembley goal and I just have to bend a free kick in the top corner.
Oh, all day, mate, all day. My son's got these balloons. Wife thinks they're mad. Balloons. I'm like, come on, then keep you up. Can't touch the floor. I'm doing volleys and all sorts in the living room. Balloons are going everywhere. Yeah, mate. Honestly, I'll kick anything.
Kick anything, innit? Yeah. That's it. No, not yet. I'm just trying to. Not anything. Yeah, not cats yet. I can't lie. Don't kick the cats.
No Zuma settings, boy. None of that nonsense.
I'm letting people know the black shirt. You know, I've already told you, man. Expect to see me in that black shirt when it comes out as well. So
black.
Yeah,
black.
That's
even I could be tempted, and I'm not into football kits, but black, because black's my favorite color, man. So.
Black and gold? Nah. You can't bring out a black and gold kit and expect me to stay away. I can't lie.
Yeah,
we're copping that. Let me just talk Rafinha. So Rafinha, they're saying today that, I mean, Fabrizio's saying it's Arsenal and Tottenham, but Deco's in Spain and was pictured with Samuel Eto'o and the Barcelona chairman. So you can clearly see that Rafinha's desperate to go to Barcelona. Barcelona probably trying to find the money from somewhere. What's your feeling of signing a player that doesn't want to come to us, but probably would take us if Barcelona doesn't happen? Do you have a problem with that, or you know, what's your feeling on that?
See, like you say, everyone's different, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know him. We don't know him personally, so we don't know how he's motivated or whatever. They've got to try and convince him if he really, really wants to go to Barcelona, and he knows he's going to have to leave Leeds because he needs to leave Leeds to better his career, and then Arsenal is your second choice. Listen, the professionals, they've got a good relationship, but it's when it starts to not go well. It's if Arteta has to drop him. If someone else is playing better than him and he can't get a run of games, he can't get used to living in London. How does he then respond in his head? Like I told you I didn't want to come here to the agent or something like that. You just don't know. So I'm never a massive fan when a player I wouldn't say doesn't want to come, but it's not his first choice. And you have to be swayed in with wages or the other club are not really a fan of him. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So listen, I'd go all out to get him because I think he's worth the risk. I mean, 55, 60 million is probably going to get him. I don't know how true that is.
Yeah.
But that's a big price tag for. I would say he did well last year, but he wasn't Mr. Consistent, was he? He wasn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he didn't light the Prem up. He was good, but
yeah, he was good, but he wasn't, you know, the main man, you would say. He's probably he probably is their most talented player, but
yeah. It's
a tricky one. If he wants, listen, everyone. Let's be honest. Most footballers, they want Barcelona, Madrid, they want some sun. You know, it's one of the best cities in the world. So, not everybody, but you can see why he wants to go there. But with Deco, with Edu, with this Brazilian connection that we've got going on, can't see him going Tottenham again. There's probably better players ahead of him at Tottenham. It's definitely the ones that are playing and flowing. You know, Kulusevski. Listen, for me, he was the one that helped them turn their season around. How Juventus let him go on, I do not know, but it happens. But again, is he gonna play? People have said to us over the day about Arsenal. Where would he play?
I think if Arsenal drop 60 million on him, they got to fit him in, aren't they? Maybe they move Saka to the left, play Rafinha on the right. But
that's what I think they would do, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Would Saka be as effective? I actually prefer Saka to go on the left because I like it when he takes someone on and gets behind him. I think he's way too predictable when he comes inside. And if you've got half a brain, it's easy to play against because you just overcompensate and show him on his right, which is Subutio leg. So you know what I mean.
It's funny, isn't it? Because some players are all left-footed on the right, but they still find a way to get on that left foot. Your Mahrez, you see it with Robin, obviously with Salah and Messi. But they're just on a next planet. But Guna Dan said, Lacazette goodbye stream. Can't believe you got him on.
Listen, I'm tired. Arteta wore me down to Ross. I'm sorry, but it's Curtis's birthday. Thought I'd come on, wish him, before I obviously head over the English channel. But I'll be back soon. I'll be back soon, people.
Bro, I gotta be honest. 10 o'clock, I seen your first comment. I said, I can't believe this brother's awake. I know you're a man who goes bed early, gets up early. I said,
recently, I've not been. I've been looking, obviously, with the crypto and that. So some movements have been happening late at night, but it's a Friday now, so ain't doing nothing. Ain't trading over the weekend unless something sets up. So I was watching something with the missus and checking out the charts. So still awake, man. Still awake.
Yeah, that crypto market is for. It's lively right now, isn't it?
It's tricky, man. It's tricky, man. It's been a tough week trading.
Yeah.
Tough week. Tough week.
Man. Joshua said Curtis on Time Merch Shaw TV settings. Well, I got to take the flack, Anna. I'm calling Kroenke out. I bought the home shirt. It is what it is, people. It was a present. I can't lie, but I'm not even going to lie to you. I did ask for it. Like, I was short of options. I just said, get me the home shirt. So I'm guilty as charged, man. Joel said, happy birthday, Big C, top flight YouTuber of the world, Craig. Hey, Friday after next settings, man. And you know what? This guy here, Fran, I'm telling you, his channel, like, I know your numbers are slowly climbing, but your channel deserves way, way more because he knows his stuff, man. I'm telling you.
You got YouTube, innit? Algorithm nonsense. It's YouTube, innit? You know how it goes.
Have to tick over, don't you?
We just keep it moving daily basis. We keep it moving. We'll keep it moving. Yeah.
Let me get a couple other bits up. So Nuno Tavares being linked with a move to Marseille on loan.
What happened, man? You're his boy. What happened to him?
Do you know what? I knew I was gonna leave this till you'd left the stream, because
you're his boy. You was
not me, bro. Not me. All right, I get it. I hyped him up when I seen him running forward. I thought this guy was but boy.
Man, hyped up an athlete.
I thought Usain Bolt was playing left back. I ain't seen pace like that at Arsenal for years, fam. Then I seen the man defend. I said, boy. I said, boy. Imagine Marseille came, took Kolasinac, and 6 months later they've said, boy, we need another one. Now they're coming for Nuno, bro.
Nuno came in, people were trying to. I said, listen, stop this nonsense. The kid don't know what he's doing.
Would you get rid of him permanently?
No, because he's got everything, hasn't he? He's got everything you want for a Premier League footballer. He's quick, he's strong. You can see he's not bad. It's just his decision making, but that comes with experience. So I won't get rid of him permanently because if he listens and wants to learn and don't get ahead of himself, which is hard, he could be a top player. But the difference between being a player and a top player. It takes dedication. So if he's happy now on a little 50 bags a week, G-Wagon, Lambo, nice pad near the training ground, couple nice hotties, is he going to be getting in before everyone else and leaving late? He needs to do that. If he does that, he can be a very, very good player. But if you don't do that extra work, then you just become the same as every other football player. So we'll see what he's about. Whether he sulks and goes on loan or he goes on loan, wants to prove a point, come back and do the business. We'll see the same with Saliba as well. That's what we'll see.
I mean, he hasn't played 20 league games in a season, Nuno. So he's a very inexperienced player for his age. He hasn't played a lot of football.
Yeah, he's inexperienced. And even though, how old is he?
Yeah, I think he's like 21, 22, but
Yeah, so he's not a baby, but at the end of the
no.
day, by 21, 22, we played 100 league, we played 100 games,
Mm,
100 men's games. He's hardly played 20 games or whatever it may be. So in that terms, he's miles behind of where he should be. Now by 21, 22, you've got to be near 100 games. Do you know what I mean?
he's nowhere near.
And he's nowhere near that. So in theory, he's not going to know the pace, the mistakes. You make a mistake in the Premier League, ball's in the back of the net.
Yeah,
Ball's in the
different
back of the
level,
net.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's relentless.
Yeah, so yeah, I think he's 22 actually. So yeah, far from a baby. Most he played at Benfica 14 games in a season. 10 of them were starts. So 10
You
starts.
know what I find crazy about modern day football? How players get moves without doing well at their parent club.
That's mad, isn't it?
Like that never happened when we was playing. You had to be balling to get a move.
Yeah.
And these players are hardly playing and they get moves. But like Vieira, 35 mil, kid's not even played international football yet.
It's mad, isn't it?
Like, it's madness.
Half a season and you're moving, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, listen.
Half a season.
8 weeks and you're getting 100 grand a week.
Yeah,
Eddie and Ketia, bro.
Do you know what?
Weeks.
Now you've brought that up because I've said a lot, right? And a lot of people didn't like what I said, but I said it. What's your opinion on Eddie getting 14?
I spoke about it the other day. I spoke about right as well because
Yeah. I saw that stream. Ian wrong, innit?
Ian wrong. I only did it because I was watching you in the afternoon. I said I need to say something here.
Yeah.
I get why people say it's a number. Other players have had that number before or whatever it may be. I get that. Some people say we should have retired the shirt. I'm not sure how I feel about that. You've got to give other people opportunity. Now, only former players would say, only former players who are now detached from playing, I think, would say, oh, it's only a number. Like what Ian Wright said, as you get older. When you're playing, you want your number. Do you know what I mean? You don't. It's changed now. Kids are 99 and 23, but when you was playing, it was 1 to 11. You got 12, you was in the mud. Mentally, you was in the mud. So I think numbers do matter still to footballers, big time. For me, the 100 grand is worse than the 14, in my personal opinion. 100 grand is worse than the 14 because I don't know what he has possibly done to get 100 grand a week. Now, don't get me wrong. They're still saving 20 million.
Yeah.
So Arteta's gone to Kroenke and said, listen, I'm still saving you 20 million. He was just, in the right place at the right time, got the contract at the right time. Fair play to him. Fair play to him. And if he plays, the kid will score goals because if we play and he creates a lot of chances, he needs 3 chances, doesn't he, to score a goal, right?
Yeah.
So if you create a lot of chances in any team, he's going to get goals. Is he as bad as we think he is? No, but he plays for Arsenal. So you've got to have levels. There's levels to this game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's not an Arsenal player. But listen, he's probably going to be a number 2 striker. Yeah. That concerns me. But I get the number thing. But the 100 grand a week for me is a little bit more bugging than the number. Because he's put crazy pressure on himself now. Crazy pressure. Crazy. Yeah. I mean, which is funny. If that was you, Kurt, would you have wanted the 14? Would you have asked for the 14?
No, I wouldn't.
If you was Eddie and Ketia, good 8 weeks, 5 goals, or whatever it was.
Nope.
I think you're putting a huge target on your back.
I respect him for I look at him and I think, because you can see in the interviews he believes in himself. And he's probably gonna score goals next season in terms of he'll play Europa League, he'll come on impact sub, he'll start when Jesus is maybe injured.
Get more chances, probably will create more.
Yeah, but I would have looked at 14 and thought, do you know what? There's so much attached to that number at Arsenal. I'm causing unnecessary pressure. And I also want to create my own legacy. I don't want to wear a number because someone else has wore it. Now, like someone saying there he wanted number 9, but probably couldn't get 9 because Jesus wore 9 at Man City. They probably knew he wanted that, so they left it available. So
Can't get
maybe
10.
look, couldn't get 10. It's already gone. 11's gone. You know, there ain't a lot there. 7's gone. So I get it. You know, he wanted a decent number, but I just think 14. For me, listen, when I played, the number meant a lot to me. You know, like when it's on your training kit, it's on the back of your shirt.
Lost, mate.
Especially
We're
if
in
it's a
town
number
centre,
that
mate.
you
I'm walking through
Bro.
town centre. I did my training kit.
Plenty of times after training, you know what I mean? Just strolling through with your yeah, man. How you
Wash
been?
bag, you know what I mean?
Little Louis wash bag, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man,
Is that
always in the
real?
prep.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? Your number, you become attached to that number. But I honestly think nowadays, maybe these clubs don't hold that same attachment to the numbers. I think they just think it's just a number. So maybe we're a little bit older. We think about it different.
And because there's so many numbers now, isn't it? When you go to these some academies, some of the kids that play in the first team, like nearly all the top academies, their numbers like 69 when they get in the first team squad, 74. That's how many players are involved in these squads. Before it was 30 players if you was lucky. 30 players in the squad, you know. So now it's different. I don't think people attach numbers as much as they used to, because you can pick your own number. You can pick your own number.
Wear
now,
anything.
Give me 44. No, it's someone's date of birth, or do you know what I mean? Something like that. So, yeah, I don't think the numbers I don't think the number means as much as it does to maybe the fans at times, to players. If you know what I mean, as in the club, not the player.
Yeah. Wasim said, I'm glad about this signing. I believe that the Arsenal banter was getting oversaturated lately. And Jacob said, a bit late, but I get to watch my first live, and what a day for it. Have a good one on your beat. Listen, man, it's good to do an evening stream, because a lot of people who subscribe, they don't get to watch them 2 o'clock stream. So it's good, man. Make sure you subscribe to Fran as well. FFTV. Go and subscribe.
You're nearly at 4K now.
You're nearly at 40. Yeah, man. Go and subscribe to. I think we just hit 48K. So hopefully we get 50K by the new season.
Should by the season start, should be on 50K.
Should definitely do.
Yeah, man.
Obviously, I'm going to round up soon. It's a bit late, but in terms of the rest of the window, Vieira's in, creative number 10, number 8.
Wait, let me just address, obviously, Jay. Jay's obviously, why did I say 69? I don't know.
Hey, Jay.
It's late. It's
after the water. Yeah. It's like, what do they call it? The watershed or something? Yeah, I mean, you can say.
The water's got to my head, bro.
Hey, it's late, man, Friday.
It's late, man. It's late. Wife's asleep, so that ain't happening, Jay. Wife's asleep, bro. It ain't my birthday, trust me.
Okay, fair enough. Jay coming in with the madness on the late stream. I can't lie.
The late show, you know.
Yeah. I only just seen that. I can't lie. When you said that, I was thinking, someone's coming for you in there, man. Don't worry. Greg, big up, man. He said, happy birthday. Big up yourself. Man said, Alan said anything after 9 p.m. Yeah, late streams.
It's different over here.
All the young bucks are in bed now, so you know what I mean. But what do you want?
Sorry, mate.
But man's getting hot. What were you saying? What were you saying for the rest of the window? What else do you want to see?
Oh, mate. Who else do I want to see? Listen, get obviously Jesus. That'll be that's probably the main one that they need. If we can get Rafinha, it'd be good. But if we don't get Rafinha or Tielemans, then I think it's disappointing.
Yeah.
I think if we only get Jesus and this Vieira and then some other squad players or whatever, or do we scramble around and try and get someone else? But I think they do need 2 decent hitters. I think Jesus and Rafinha will be that, like I said earlier, it brings the rest of the squad up. Also puts pressure on them, how they're going to deal with that, because they'll be the main men. But I think it'll be better. But if we don't get those 2 or Tielemans, I think it would be a little bit disappointing, to be honest. Yeah. No, I agree, because I like you said, man, the Prem, a lot of games are won in the midfield in the Prem. If you're going, you've seen it all last season.
Yeah,
you've seen it. The games are won and lost. Boom, in the midfield.
Yeah.
Because Nick will 1-0 if someone's not got much quality going forward. But as soon as it clicks, if they put off the chance, but we've seen it with Brighton. We've seen it with these teams. If they get an half chance and create chances, I mean, Brighton in the middle of the park, they're one of the best because they just move the ball. If they had a proper decent centre forward, then they'd be, well, they did. I think that was the highest that they finished last year anyway. So it's all about in the middle of the park. They're going to lose Cucurella, who I think is top draw. They're going to have lost Masuma. So they've lost 2 big players, Brighton.
They could be in a relegation battle.
They could be in a relegation fight now. When you lose 2 big players like that, you know what I mean? They could be in a relegation battle now. It's easy as that. So the pressure's on them. But long way to go. Long way to go. But it's interesting to see how we start. The first month, in my opinion, should be a lot of points. Because first month is not, some would say Palace, but bar that, I think Fulham's the first month. Poor. Should be winning most of them games. And if you have a good first month or you get points on the board, really kicks you on, gets the fans going, gets everyone going. And then if you have a blip, try and have a blip later on. I mean, who would you like to see? Obviously, we've been linked with Martinez as well. Now, but Man United want him as well, don't they?
The only thing Ten Hag wants him. The only thing I don't get with him, from what I've seen, I only seen a bit of him, not a lot.
Yeah.
He's a centre-back, left-sided, and I'm like, Ajax want 50 million for him. He got player of the season. I just don't know if Arsenal should be spending 50 million on a left-sided centre-back when you've got Gabriel. You need competition, but also, to me, buy what you need before you add kind of bonus additions. You know what I mean? Buy the midfielder.
Because to be fair to Gabby and White, they did okay last year. Let's be honest, they did okay. They formed a good partnership, and then Holding, when he came in, was a little bit of a liability, but sometimes he rolled his sleeves up. Yeah. So you may get away with that. And like you say, if you're decent going forward, you don't actually have to have the best defense.
No.
You don't have, you know what I mean? You don't have to have the best defense, do you, if you're decent going forward? So I don't think we need to spend 50 mil there. Man United, maybe, because I think they need someone with Varane. Maguire's not good enough to play a Ten Hag way. So you need a Varane and maybe Martin, or he may play a 3 to maybe shore it up and then have his wing backs. Don't know. I'm not sure what Ten Hag plays. I don't know what he played at Ajax. But if he has a 3, then it's perfect for them. So if anyone's going to go, he's probably going to go to Man United because he's got that relationship with the manager, I imagine.
I mean, just to put into context, last year we finished 38 goals behind Man City, right? Yeah. We finished 33 behind Liverpool. Even Chelsea, who pretty much didn't play with a striker last year, they played like Havertz, false 9. Even they finished 15 goals higher than us last season. So for me, that's what Arsenal need to address next year. You've got to bridge that gap. You've got to score 15, I think you needed to go for 2 big hitters.
2 big hitters. The only problem is when you want to go for 2 big hitters up front, and Arteta says we're going to play with a 1. There's one of them's not going to want to sign.
Yeah.
So if you get the big hitter, you're going to have someone who's not quite there, but can score goals. And I think that's why they've given Eddie that money. They think Eddie's going to be that other man. That's why they've given him that contract.
For me, I think for Arsenal, I think what they're looking is Jesus will be the main man. Eddie will be the sub. He'll play Europa League and that. I think they want a winger that can score 10 goals plus in like a Rafinha. And then Saka, who got, I think, 12 goals last year. So they're thinking if Saka goes from 12 to 15, Rafinha gets maybe 12 to 15, Jesus gets you 15. You get a few from Martinelli, a few from Odegaard. Spread the goals around rather than when Aubameyang was getting maybe 20, but the next guy was getting 8 goals or something. So I think he's trying to create a collective attack. My only worry is it is better. I just think, are Jesus and Eddie, do they have similar qualities? I think Jesus obviously on a higher level, but are they too similar? Both similar height, both poachers. Did we need maybe a 6'1" target man who can get in the box, can whip crosses in, bit strong, something different?
Yeah, you make a good point. You know, I would probably say Eddie may be a little bit sharper sprinting wise because Jesus is not very quick, is he?
Not
but like
really.
You say, they're both in and around the box. They're both like poachers. Not many of them come 30, 40 yards out, put someone on the backside and rifle it in. They don't
Yeah.
have that. Or if someone's doing a deep cross, because now modern days don't even get to the byline, do they? They do it, deeper crosses.
Yeah.
Do we have someone? To be fair to Jesus, he's got good movement in the box. And
Yeah.
Eddie's not bad. So if the delivery is right in the box, you got half a chance. But when you're playing against the big boys, it's food and drink when you're facing. If I'm a centre back and I'm top drawer, I'm facing Eddie or Jesus. I know they're not going to run me. So all I've got to do is face him to his goal. It's food and drink. Whereas if you've got someone who's backing in, causing a few problems, I think maybe we needed that type of centre forward as well. But they're hard to come by, aren't they? They're hard to come by.
I don't think it's interesting, Fran. Like City and Liverpool, for all their great football and all their different ways of playing, both of them have just said this year, I want a 6-foot+ striker to play through the middle. Pep, for all his ideas, he signed a 6'3" centre forward who plays straight down the middle in Haaland. Liverpool have done the same with Núñez. And we're kind of going away from it. We're getting a Jesus who's the opposite kind of pressers. He's small, mobile. So it's interesting that the two big hitters have gone for big strikers.
What the thinking behind that may be, because when you've got the two best teams or the best team, like when Man City, because Man City are dominating English football. No one could say that. They're dominating the game. And people are, each season, people are getting closer to figuring out how to beat them. Because it's data, isn't it? The season before gives you data for the next season. And the same with Liverpool. They've lost Mane now. So next season, Arteta will say, well, this is how Liverpool played last time we played them. Yeah. That's why I think they've gone and thought, right, we need a different dynamic now because everybody else is going to catch us up. We need to go to the next level. And then when everyone catches them up again, we need to go to the next level. And that's what the best teams do. So while we're going this way, the best teams are going, right, well, maybe now we need to bring, because football's now gone all soft. It's not very physical. Maybe now we need to go and get a modern day old school centre forward who's good with his feet, because this will really put a cat amongst the pigeons. So when everyone's on the edge of the 18-yard box against Man City, and you've got Grealish just coming in and popping it, and Foden, no one can get him behind. Now they say, you know what? No chance. We'll just put it on the diag to Haaland. Deal with that. Yeah. They drop off 10 yards, then your Fodens get on the ball. So I think they're just thinking ahead of the game. Everyone else will get left behind. Because people have figured out how to play against City and Liverpool.
At times.
If you're good enough, if your game plan works.
I mean, I don't know about you. I'm looking at the Prem and I'm like, for me, the Prem's over before the ball's been kicked. Like Man City have won the league next year.
If Haaland clicks,
there's
no reason why. I don't even think Liverpool come close.
No,
because those games where it's 1-0 or so, they don't need that. They can get Bernardo Silva or Rodri, literally take it off the back four and just break the lines. Haaland is a 6'3" off the shoulder centre forward. You don't get them. 6'3" off the shoulder, beasting. Like if it clicks, they could be frightening me. Absolutely frightening.
Bruv, I'm telling you, next year, Haaland will get about 20 tap-ins and penalties before he even gets going with Man City, the way they create.
Do you think he get 20 goals before Christmas?
I don't know about before. Someone was saying in the chat, do you think he'll get 20 league goals? I think as long as he's fit, I think he'll easily. I could see him scoring like 4 or 5 in one game. Like they can beat Bournemouth 7-8-0 at home, and he can score 4. And they don't even have a penalty taker.
He don't get happy, does he? He's not the type of player who like scores the odd goal and then that's it. He's like bang 3, bang 4, bang 5. He'll be taking. Who takes penalties? Mahrez and.
Yeah, I think he took all the penalties at Dortmund, so he'll come in and probably say, "I'm taking pens." And you know what? I don't even hype Haaland up as much as a lot of people. I think he's good, but I still have slight reservations. Bundesliga, can that translate to the Prem? Timo Werner was ripping up the Bundesliga. He's come here, he can't do much. But Haaland's movement, that left foot, that physique in that Man City team, I think he's going to rip the Premier League to bits.
I would find it very strange if it didn't work.
Yeah.
Because Pep's attention to detail and the work rate and the demands that he has from his players, the demands They have to be on job every single day. It's like relentless. It's like army training, but in football.
Yeah.
And that takes Haaland to the next level. And Haaland's in this competition with Mbappe.
Yeah.
He wants to be the man. Like people say, oh, Mbappe and Haaland, Mbappe, Haaland. Haaland wants to be the man. I mean, if you don't score goals in that game, in that team, then you're terrible. You're terrible. If he scores in the first game or the first couple of games, then his confidence is going to go through the roof. I think he easily gets 20 goals.
Easily for me.
Harry Kane gets 20 goals on a like baby food.
Yeah.
I think he easily gets 20 goals. Easily. If he's fit, obviously. If he's fit.
Let me just read these. Faye said we need a striker, winger, midfielder, left wing back, and a right wing back. That's all. I mean, you say that's all, but that's a lot of money. And we've already signed Vieira. But I agree with you. I would like to see some attacking fullbacks. Lee said if we had Jesus last season, we would have finished third. 5 points, we finished off third. Lacazette missed so many chances. You look at last season, Fran. Aubameyang had a bad season and then left. And then Lacazette comes in. People hyped him for a bit, but he wasn't scoring. Eddie scored at the back end of the season. We basically didn't have a striker last year. Really. Like, we didn't have a potent goal scorer. For me, I think Jesus, I'm looking 15 league goals plus. I think 20 is where the elite strikers are at. But I think if Jesus, he presses, he gets a few assists, if he nicks 15 goals for us, that gives us a chance. But is that enough to bridge that gap to get top 4? Because I almost think Tottenham could overtake Chelsea next season, depending on what Chelsea do in the market.
Well, I think we said it. I think last season was a poor standard of football by everybody, except Liverpool at Man City, but even times. But it was a poor standard of football. There's all this crazy stuff with the pandemic and etc. And it was just all over the place, I think. And at the end of the day, facts are facts. You finish where you finish. Not sure whether that was like a false dawn or whatever. If you know what I mean. Lukaku didn't work. I don't think many people thought that wouldn't work. I thought it was simple. He goes in the team to create loads of chances. He scores, but clearly don't like Thomas Tuchel. Don't want to be. He wants to go back to Inter Milan. Over, done, not playing. So that didn't work out. But Spurs, if they get some more players that they're trying to get, then they'll be very close to Chelsea if they get it right. If they don't have a few hiccups. You know what it's like. I'm not sure whether we finish better than. I'm not sure whether we beat our league position this season coming than last season. I think it's going to be a bigger challenge, and not just on the pitch and the players. I also think maybe the pressure. I think Arteta reacts different next season to pressure. It's big boy time now. It's pull your pants up. And I think he may react different. Be interesting to see what happens if they do go on a bad run and pressure and things like that. I'm looking forward to this season. I've got to be honest. I am looking forward to this season. Probably a lot more than I was last season. I'm looking forward. I would agree. I wasn't excited for last season at all. It felt I don't know. It just felt boring most of the season. But I feel something different this season. I really do.
Yeah, I think you're spot on with what you said there. Diego said, big up Big C and Fran. How would you rate a 10 goal but 15 assist season for Jesus? You've answered it without answering it, Fran. You know them ones. You'd be saying 45 million, 10 goals, not having it.
No, I'd score 10 goals now, mate. Do you know what I mean? Bad back. Yeah, I'd score 10 goals now.
He's got to get more than 10 goals, man. Yeah. I'm sorry. He's got to get more than that.
He's got to get more than 10 goals, mate. Yeah. He's got to at least get 15 goals. At least.
And a lot of people saying in the chat, listen, he's never scored 15 at City, but we all know he's never been the main man at Man City. He's never... We know as players, man, you're a different player when you know...
When you're the main man. Yeah.
When you know you're going football Saturday, Fran, you know you're starting every week. You're a different guy to that guy that knows 100%. One mistake, I'm getting dragged off. So he's never been the main man.
We've seen it with Pepe.
Yeah.
We've seen it with Pepe. Pepe knew that he had to pull up trees to be the main man, and he could never get consistency. Didn't work for him. Do you know what I mean? It just didn't work. So you need that confidence no matter who you are. The only thing for me is, I said it, City created ridiculous amounts of chances and he didn't put them away. That was the only thing. So he had the chances to score a lot of goals last year, even when he played, and he didn't. Yeah. That was the only thing for me. So it's not like he didn't have the chances. So for me, again, he's got to be the main man. He's got to be the one at the front of the line. How do we get through this? How do we get through when someone's on a low block, and a Mina is breathing down my neck? How am I going to deal? And there's no Rodri, there's no Grealish, there's no Sterling, there's no De Bruyne. What am I going to do? These big questions that these players are going to have to step up to. So how he is at City, it could be completely different at Arsenal. Completely different. We've seen it with Pogba. Told you about Pogba. Look what's happened to him. You see it with many, many players. So I just hope that the way that we play sets up perfectly for him to express himself, and we don't ask him to do work that he doesn't really need to. Now, he does a lot of work at Man City, but he's got other players to do other work for him. So if he comes deep, he knows he's got 5 runners going off him. We need to make sure that we have the runners going off him. Because you know what it's like when you played up front, when you have to have more than 2 touches. You get closed down, you get swamped.
Yeah.
Give the ball away. You want 2 touches. You want in, pop it round the corner. So we need to make sure that it's all around him, like the red arrows, boom, boom, boom. Yeah. And I just hope we do that. I really, really do hope we do that,
I agree. We get the likes of Rafinha and Saka, Odegaard around him. Maybe he's got a chance. I want to see him play higher up the pitch. Don't do that Lacazette drop deep business. Play the 18-yard box. I'm going to round up now. It's late. Man's got to go. Craig saying, Curtis and Fran, who wins the Golden Boot? Is it Haaland? Does Salah get it again? Does Kane get it? Who would you go for?
If Haaland don't get it, I would be surprised. If he's fit, if everybody's fit, I think Haaland gets it. The amount of chances are going to score. You don't know about Salah because of his contract situation.
Yeah.
And if Harry Kane starts off fit, then you can never write him off. Do you know what I mean? So I'd be surprised if anyone else gets it out of those 3.
It's got to be one of them 3, hasn't it, really?
Yeah.
Can't see anyone else. Yeah. Fran, I want to big you up for coming on, bro. I really appreciate it. Pleasure as always. I told the people them, obviously, you'll be on Talk is Cheap next week. Which
big shout out. You just stopped me out of Bitcoin as well, so I'm going. You wind me up.
All right, go on, go and make some money. Make sure you go and subscribe to Fran FFTV. Get him to 4K and beyond, and obviously look out for the Talk is Cheap show next week. He'll be on that. The link's here. I didn't put in the chat because obviously didn't know you was coming.
Yeah, we didn't know. Big shout out to London. Yeah, South London's finest put it in as well for me. So big shout out to everyone.
Yeah. Big up. No, I appreciate you coming on, Fran.
No, I appreciate it, man. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday.
Appreciate it, man. Catching you up,
How
man.
old are you? 48.
Hey, relax yourself, Fran. I told you there's no grey in this beard, man. Relax.
You're dying it, bro. You're dying
it. No dying, man. The cocoa butter and the water's carrying me, man. Don't worry.
Cocoa butter with inflation is teeth. Let me tell you.
I got my bottles in early, man. Don't worry. The cupboard's full of them. And go and follow his crypto channel. Man's changed the name.
Follow the crypto.
I can't keep up my crypto faith. Now he's calling himself an astronaut. I don't know what.
Listen, we need to go to the moon, baby. So we're astronaut Fran out here. We need to go to the moon. Those prices need to go mooning.
I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm telling you. Big up, Fran. Make sure you follow him. All the best,
big
bro.
Up, people. Big respect. Big up.
Take care, bro. People, I'm going to round up shortly. I'll be off in a minute. I just wanted to let you all know. Obviously, I'm sure you've heard it if you follow AFTV, but this Sunday, obviously the Claude Cup is happening. If any of you are London-based or local, come down to that. I'll be involved in that, to be fair. I'll pull the socks up, try and score a couple goals in that. But obviously, it's all in memory of Claude, SE Dons, Hackney Wick, and the Wall. I think Cecil plays for the Wall. Obviously, Bobby runs Hackney Wick, and SE Don's one of the best YouTube football teams. So come down if you can. I think you can pay on the door. I think it's £6. All the proceeds go to his charity that his daughter runs. It's at the New River Stadium in North London. £6 a ticket. You can pay on the door. And if not, you can donate. I believe AFTV have set something up that all goes to his charity. So if you're about, Claude, real legend. He was assistant manager, obviously, of AFTV FC. And, it's a sad day, but obviously it'd be great to raise funds for that. And I know Robbie and a number of other people are going to be there. So if you're about, get down and support people. Big up to everyone for tuning in. Really appreciate your support. It's been a late one. Last hour of the birthday. What we got? 55. Come. Cruz is still up. Look, man's still letting off party. What are you saying, man? What else do we need next season? Tell the people. Transfer business. We got Fabio Vieira. Got Jesus. Linked with Rafinha. Who else? What position do we need?
I think we need a centre mid. I think we need Tielemans.
Yeah, we take that.
I think we need Rafinha, but I think he's good. I just have a feeling he's gonna go Chelsea.
Chelsea trying to get Sterling.
I know.
Don't know if they can get both.
I think they're gonna be linked.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. If we get Tielemans, Rafinha, Jesus, Vieira, Saliba's back,
and then Marquinhos
coming in. Do you want anything else?
I want that Lisandro Martinez.
Yeah, he looks good, don't he? We take him as well.
Yeah.
Look, man's saying it. Craig said you're better than Nketiah. What's your thoughts?
It's true.
True, yeah?
Yeah.
More than a poacher, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe you're the future number 14.
Yeah.
Big up, Cruz, for coming on. Any final words?
Conke's rubbish.
I said Conke's rubbish. Hey, big up for coming on. People, really appreciate all of the man's letting off all these party poppers. Really appreciate you coming on. Great doing an evening stream as well. Really enjoyed it, people. And listen, like I said, if you're London based, come through on Sunday. I'll be on tomorrow again with another transfer video. And you know what? They blessed me tonight dropping that Jesus news 3 minutes after I put the stream out. Thank you, everyone, for the birthday love. Really appreciate it. Big up to everyone. Great community. We're going to build this year. I'm hopefully going to have a couple of announcements this week coming. So look out for that. Member stream on Monday. So all the members, get ready. Get yourself on. We'll talk Gabriel Jesus and all that. Thank you very much for tuning in. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bless. Peace. Let's go.